Hi everyone, Chris here. I wanted to give you an update on what's going on across central Iowa for Wednesday night going into Thursday, coming off of that just massive blizzard. Not so much in terms of snow, but the wind. The winds were very, very potent with this, and we are so lucky we did not receive more snow or have more snow on the ground going into this event, because those winds were just downright brutal. Take a look at some of those marks, and this was right up on par with what we're expecting. 50 to 65 mile per hour wind gusts. In fact, there was a time overnight from about midnight to 3 a.m. where we lost a lot of our weather stations across central and western Iowa. Communications went down, so it is conceivable that we even had some higher gusts that weren't reported right there. Blizzard conditions do continue, though they are becoming less numerous and will continue to wane through this evening. It will take some time to recover on some of those roads, especially those rural county roads, lesser traveled roads. Main roads are already trending back to normal at this point, but still clearing some accidents off of some numerous stretches too. That said, we're in for a quiet Thursday. That is going to be welcomed across the region. Roads, again, improving. There's still some stretches that are closed. We're looking at Iowa Highway 9 way up in northern Iowa, US Highway 18, US Highway 169, and I believe that's Iowa Highway 44 there in western Iowa. Still a couple of sections that are impassable. There's been some drifting occurring up in a few of these spots, and they have been proving problematic getting reopened. Now, all of these red dots denote some sort of incident, likely an accident or a pileup, and we've seen a few of those. So long and short of it, if you need to travel from town to town in the wide open rural spaces, you may want to hold off on that just a little while longer. Here's the reason why. This is Iowa 141 just to the west of Manning. There is a very evident snowdrift that is crawling its way across the highway right here. This is the right shoulder of the highway as you look at it, and that plow just trying to clear things out to keep that highway open. A shot earlier this morning along Highway 20 at one of the interchanges there in rural Webster County. Whiteout conditions nearly all around. That's what led to so many pileups, and that wind, even without the snow, was potent. It caused a few areas of tree property damage and caused power outages all across central and western Iowa. So how are the roads going to fare? Well, at least initially, and we're going to focus in on the rural side of things because those main routes are getting back to normal-ish. Still some poor driving, though, into some of those wide open spaces. Should be better in the grand scheme for Thursday morning, but again, if you live in the country, expect a slower go of it until you get to a major road. For Thursday evening's drive, we should be in much better shape. Still gusting 48 miles per hour at the time of this recording at about 4:30 on Wednesday, 28 at Des Moines International, and again, those wind gusts are still elevated, especially over eastern Iowa, running 40 to close to 50 miles per hour. And that's still going to induce some blizzard-type conditions for those that have enough snow, but thankfully eastern Iowa didn't receive near as much snow as some places along and west of I-35 did. As far as wind speeds and gusts, tonight they're trending towards really nominal conditions, 3 to 7 miles per hour out of the north and west by daybreak. Clouds are clearing out. Our storm system getting out of here well to the north and east. Our next storm system coming into view down into the southwest. Southern California, getting into Nevada. That's our next weather maker. Going to send a band of snow our way, a little bit of a wintry mix as well. But overall, the wind is significantly less with this go around. So let's talk about some of those nitty gritty details here as we look at them. Clear start to our Thursday, but going to be seeing the clouds thicken up. I think these temperatures are a little warm, actually. Negative influence due to snow for those who have it. Looking at upper 30s and low 40s. A little bit warmer off that snow. We'll lead off with a couple of showers Thursday night, but generally speaking, we'll transition to snow. And we'll see a narrow corridor of light to maybe at times moderate snow between I-80 and US 20, and then eventually working its way southeastward with time through the day on Friday. So what does this result in? Well, anywhere from about 1 to 5 inches of snow. I think that sweet spot's going to be between I-80 and up towards US 20. In southern Iowa, wintry mix is going to limit just how much snow that you'll actually be able to see. You'll catch a little bit at the tail end on Friday evening, though, so you may still end up with just a little bit out there. 20 degrees tonight with our overnight low, and I'm looking at 38 for Des Moines. Some places will be in the 40s over southeastern Iowa, as you briefly saw. We'll cool things down only to about the freezing point on Friday morning, but minimal movement there as that next disturbance does move through. Getting into early next week. What a turnaround. And of course, this is prototypical March. This time of year, we see big swings, massive storm systems. That's just how the pattern usually evolves in March. So we're going to see a big swing back up. I think upper 60s, close to 70 degrees, definitely in play as we go into Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures likely still going to be stunted a little bit depending on if you have snow or not getting into that Saturday or Sunday time frame. But everyone should be nice and mild as we go into next week. Even some rain chances out there. You can't even rule out a couple of rumbles of thunder at times in that stretch if we catch that system just right. What a doozy of a storm, wasn't it, with those peak winds and the blizzard conditions? So nasty. I do appreciate you checking in for this update. You can find me on social media. You saw those just above my webcam. If you have any pictures or videos that you would like to share with us, get that word out about what you see during those winter storms. It's so often so different between in town and out of town, and this blizzard displayed that almost perfectly. So with this weather update, I'm Chris Kubal. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.